Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be. All right, so new trailer today for Andor, the next Star Wars series coming out, which is kind of a prequel to Rogue One. Of course, this came out like early this morning while I'm at work, so I had to just like avoid a lot of stuff, so I wouldn't get any spoilers or anything, so I could bring my reaction to those few of you that may actually watch this. So, that being said, let's go ahead and check out Andor.
To steal from the Empire? To just walk in like you belong? They're so proud of themselves, so fat and satisfied. They can't imagine that someone like me would ever get inside their house.
Cassian Andor. The Empire is choking us so slowly. We're starting not to notice. What I'm asking is this. Wouldn't you rather give it all to something real? I need all the heroes I can get.
For the greater good.
Call it what you will.
Let's call it war.
There's fermenting out there, son. Pockets of fermenting.
You're in my net. Are you a fish? Or are you a thief? You're slipping.
I'm not slipping. I've just been hiding for too long.
As long as everyone thinks I'm an irritation, there's a good chance they'll miss what I'm really doing.
What are you really doing?
This is what revolution looks like.
I'm tired of losing.
Three episode premiering. Okay, good. That's awesome. Um, Seeing as it's a 12 episode, I believe that's what it was, show, that's really good. That's really cool to hear. And that makes me kind of hopeful for down the line on the Marvel side. I mean, we still got a while for it, but as you know, the recent Daredevil Born Again series was announced that, I mean, it's going to be 18 episodes, so then we'll get like maybe the first 3 or 4 um the first week. So, yeah, this is really awesome. I mean, that show looks very interesting. And again, this is about the formation of the rebellion, and you see that, obviously from, I mean, Stellan Skarsgård's character. What was the line? Something is like, he's like, you've been hiding. He's like, or I've just been missing or something for a while or whatever. So he's kind of like coming out of the shadows, whatever. Mon Mothma, make the comment that they're just kind of ignore me, so maybe they won't see what I'm really doing. Hence, the formation of the beginnings of the rebellion and whatnot. And of course, as we know from Rogue One, Cassian Andor's whole character was kind of espionage, doing the dirty work that has to be done. I mean, again, in Rogue One, spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it, and if you've watched this, if you're a Star Wars fan and you're looking forward to the series, you've seen Rogue One. He kills his contact, well, at the beginning of the movie because it's like I guess not. You can't leave any loose threads. So we're gonna get to see how he becomes this person who obviously, and then we see from not caring to kind of his growth in Rogue One. So it's gonna be very interesting um, to see what this holds. And I might be wrong, but I think I heard that this is they've already greenlit season two. Basically, season like there's going to be this, and then season two leads into Rogue One, which will be, I believe, another 12 episodes. So that's like a total 24 episodes that we're going to see over time. As we even see from the beginning of this, I don't know how much we'll see of him as an actual kid, teen growing up, because again, we see this kid who I'm assuming was Cassian. I mean, might be someone else of his people, but I guess finding this imperial outpost or something, and then I guess it was maybe deserted or something, and then even as he's having his voice over, they never thought I'd find their house or something like that. Um, and you know, then we see him as a member of the Empire. I guess as as an inside man, and so what all happens between those scenes that we see in the beginning of this to, of course, where we find him in Rogue One is going to be really, really interesting. And like I said, if this show is kind of as it's been pitched or talked about among some people, where it is, like I said, formation of the rebellion. So there's espionage. We see Saw Gerrera there, Forrest Whitaker back, so that's cool. It's I think should bring a little more intrigue um, into maybe we'll see a little more of the actual like inside machinations of the empire because there are a lot of people again, if you've read any of the books, I mean, if you look at the movies alone, you would think just like real life, um, a lot of many armies or whatever. I mean, are they all people who have been warlike or try to take over? When you talk about a lot of the foot soldiers or certain people, were they bad people? Um, or a lot of times, I think no, not necessarily. I mean, there are some that are, you know, over idealistic, for lack of a better word, or they do have whatever the wrong view of things are, and they're all in for that. But I think there are some people who legitimately, as we kind of saw in Obi Wan, crap, I can't remember the character's name. The actress was a Game of Thrones alumni, one of the Sands, who she had said, when she first became part of an empire of the empire, she thought it was something good, and then of course she saw that it wasn't. And like I said, if you've ever read some of the books, including especially like Lost Stars, you get more of that view of like normal people who, of course, some had completely hated the Empire from the beginning. They were like, nope, this is not good. But there are some who generally thought, okay, this is. Think like history. When colonists came and everything, they were colonizers came. Some people, indigenous people, were just like, "Oh no, 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 no! Beware the white man, beware the whatever." But others thought it's like, look at them with their technology, with their power, or whatever. They will make things better for us, and then they get wiped out. And I mean that's actual human history. It's been shown many times. So there are, I'm sure, plenty of people who really, really wanted to make a difference, who really, really wanted to do good, but they find themselves part of this machine that wasn't what they thought. So I'll be really interested to see if we get a little more insight into that in Andor. And again, as he talks about those that are fat and comfortable, again, those who are just taking advantage of it all. Like I said, will we see those that aren't? Obviously, those who are jaded and go towards the rebellion. But I would think there are still people who want a difference to be made, but they feel they can't step out of line, because whatever their life is, whatever it's become, for good or bad. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what Andor is going to bring us. And the thing is, many people complain. I mean, I haven't really made this complain as much. maybe small critique for some of the shows. The fact that again these Disney Plus shows again, which I've loved overall, all these shows have be it from Marvel or Star Wars. Um, One of the problems has been again they're short. Now granted, those that were closer to an hour episodes, that gave us definitely more time and everything. But when you're having 30 to 45 minute shows and there's only 6 episodes of that, yeah, you feel like there's something lacking. So, like for instance, I'll just say, one of the most recent ones, Miss Marvel. I love Miss Marvel beginning to end, but I know there are a lot of people who like they love the first couple episodes. They really enjoyed the last couple episodes, but some of those, like well, okay, basically like 3 and 4 were kind of for them. And the same could be said for Obi-Wan. First episode was great, second was okay, third, fourth, and then the fifth and sixth episodes, great. I mean, similarly, I mean, be it from Loki or whatever. Like WandaVision is one of the only ones. Well, and for me, Miss Marvel, because I love Miss Marvel. WandaVision and Miss Marvel are, I guess, the two I would say that completely are outside that. Yes, there are things, some things could have been done better, but for the most part, they were still fine with their uh, uh, things. Now, granted, again, Miss Marvel was 6 episodes, WandaVision was 9, but that was like I think kind of more tighter, except for the last episode, a tighter like 30-40 minute, and the nature of the show lent to that. But I mean, still, be it for again, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Um, Hawkeye kind of suffered from that a little bit. I will say that for Hawkeye, suffered from that a little bit. But overall, I mean, I've enjoyed it a lot. There are a lot of people I know that have, like I said, hated the way things have been going and said we need more episodes. So, of course, when Andor was announced for 12 episodes, and of course now Daredevil Born Again, 18, they're elated about that. Even though now some are like, okay, wait, we might be getting too many episodes. But the whole thing always, be they 6 episodes or more, it's about quality because the more you get, the more chance there is that things can be, you have fillers and they're diluted. But if you have a good amount, and I think this 12 is a good amount. So yeah, like I mean, honestly, when I heard Daredevil was going to be 18, I was kind of trepidatious. But again, Marvel I trust, so I'm sure it'll be good. But yeah, I think this 12, like 10, 12, is a nice sweet spot. So we'll see how Andor looks, and then I'm sure if they can pay it off through these episodes, that'll make me so much more hyped for series going forward. Again, even the smaller ones, the 6 episodes, I'm cool with as long as they're good content without. But yeah, anyways, I'm rambling on. It looks good, really good. I'm actually gonna probably watch it again in a few minutes, or watch a couple people's reactions to watch it with them, if you will. And of course, maybe get some insights and some things I missed. But yeah, as always, thank you for viewing my content. Always feel free to share, subscribe. Hopefully, give me a like if you like my content, and feel free to leave a comment wherever down there before, as well as hit that little notification button after you subscribed. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching.